are live. Hey, good. Well, it's actually afternoon time now. It's not a good morning anymore here for me. It's afternoon, and someone left the door open because Betty's coming. Hi, Betty. Betty dog's coming. Anyway, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. I hope you're doing well today. And we have a guest visitor here, guest host. You see yourself in the camera? Anyway, so it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. We're late today because I was doing a lot of growth stuff today. Going through some seminars, doing some Zoom calls. Did a lot of Zoom calls today. Got some stuff done around the house. And it was kind of busy. But I wanted to do the show because I had some content and keep sharing. There's always ideas in Agile and Scrum. So anyway, what are we going to talk about today? Today, I want to talk about resisting moving cards. So as a Scrum Master, you're in your daily Scrum or whatever, whether it be virtual or in person, works both ways. The idea that the Scrum Master moves the cards across the board. And I want to talk about that a little bit and why you should resist doing that and some of the things you might want to do as a Scrum Master. So it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And this is our 638th episode here on a Saturday at about 12:26 a.m. or p.m. So it's in the afternoon now. We got a little visitor here to the ear. And she's not snoring, so that's good. She's trying to debate whether she wants to be here or not. So on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, we talk about Agile and Scrum in a practical and tactical way so you can bring value to your customer. Not work crazy hours to get that value to the customer. Get home to family and friends. Have some fun in the office and have fun at home, right? And balance, just enjoy things, right? Enjoy what you do. Take the stress out. Don't create all the stress. Anyway, so why do I bring this up? So many times, and I bring this up because of lots of things, but I've heard things over on the virtual world. Oh, I don't have connections. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. And I'm like, you're all like techies, man. You can't figure out how to work Jira or Rally or Azure or any of this stuff. I'm like, really? I can't really believe that. Maybe they're just so geeky they just don't know how to do basic stuff. Maybe. So here's my thing. I go into these daily scrums and I watch Scrum Masters, and what I coach them not to do is don't move the cards for the team. You got to get the team to do it. Get yourself out of that step, waiting for daily scrum, waiting for the Scrum Master. Scrum Master can only do that. This is my job, to move a card across the board. We're not Vanna White. If you know what Vanna White is, unfortunately, when we go over and move the cards, that's not our job. Our job is to empower them to be self-organizing, to control and communicate to each other. It's not our job to be the middle person in between the person communicate to the rest of the team. We want them to skip us and go right to the team. So I've heard stuff like, oh, I didn't know. I know. Do I have access? Well, anyone said, do I have access to it? If you're a Scrum Master and anyone on your team asks you, do I have access to that? I didn't know I had access to it. A couple of things I would like to recommend. And what we're talking about, I had this little whiteboard here. I just, taking the sticker for somebody and they wasn't to do, and I'll move it to doing because I'm the Scrum Master. Or maybe I'll take it from to doing to done because I'm the Scrum Master and that's my job. That is not your job, okay? So moving things across the Scrum board or Kanban board for the rest of the team is not your job. And we're getting into that. So what do you do when you hear, I didn't know I have access? Well, this is where being a Scrum Master is more than just running the ceremonies. This is where you help individuals become highly performing, highly doing people, right? You need to take time out. If you're doing virtual, schedule a one-on-one session with that person. Schedule a Zoom call or WebEx or Teams or whatever system you're doing, WhatsApp, whatever it would be, and do a screen sharing session. Have them log into the system. Actually physically get them to do it. You may think what I'm doing is like over the top, but I'm serious. You need to do it. You need to walk them through the process. And this is where a lot of the work for Scrum Masters comes outside of the daily Scrum, because you don't want to do this during the ceremony. You don't want to introduce you. Your job is preparing, facilitating people's ability to do this. So when you hear that, you need to make a mental note, come back to the person and say, look, this is not my job. And you don't want to bring that up during daily Scrum. You want to make sure they have the capability, because you don't want to belittle anybody in the call, but you want to go back to them, have them share your screen. It works every time. Have them, give them the URL or whatever you need for your tracking system. Have them log into the system. Maybe they don't have access. Maybe they haven't really logged in. Maybe it really is broken and someone forgot. So you don't know until you see it on their screen. So I am really serious about doing a one-on-one session with them and have them log through the process. It doesn't take very long. And get them and show them and have them do it in front of you, moving the item across the board. Show them where to go. Lay it out for them. I would also recommend this for any new team that comes on board. Do a generic system session. Here's how it works. Here's how the boards operate. Here's how we move stuff. Train as a group, but then come back as an individual and make sure everyone on the team has access, right? I don't know how many times I've heard, well, my system's down. Is it really? I mean, I couldn't get something. Is my system down? If you hear the system's down, I'd go on there and say, hey, share with me what you're seeing, right? Take a snapshot of it. Maybe there's something broken on our side that's not allowing you to have access to it. There could be a lot of reasons why it is, but to take the fact that to accept the answer as a Scrum Master that, one, I didn't know I have access. Two, I didn't know I could do that. Three, my system's down, right? And I think we had this discussion. Now it's coming. I had the system down thing a long time ago during COVID. But you need to go one-on-one with the people and walk them through the system. So I wanted to share that with you as something to do the next time you're in a daily Scrum and someone says they didn't know they could move the item across the board. Now, why do you want to do that? There's another reason why you want to do it as Scrum Master. It's called cover your own tail, okay? If you're moving stuff across the board, and we can get into the product owner stuff too, that'll be another discussion. We'll talk about that. But if you're moving stuff across the board, you are the one tracked in the system for having moved it to the next state. That may or may not be the correct thing to do. You are now taking responsibility away from the person who's doing the work. You're absorbing that responsibility. It ain't your job. They need to own that responsibility. So you need to get it in their hand where they're physically moving across the board, because their name now gets associated with that movement. Every time you do it for them, your name is associated with them. There's no accountability whatsoever with the people who are doing the work. So there's another reason why they do it. And the other thing is get them involved, right? Have them actively communicating with the team. Like I said earlier, you should not be the bottleneck. You shouldn't be the conduit from person A, like, okay, let's erase this, right? So you should not be the conduit. Get my little highlighter out. I'm going to draw it like, it's like person A. And then I got the Scrum Master in the middle. And then I got team, right? It shouldn't go through person A to the Scrum Master and then from Scrum Master to the team. What you want is the person and the team to communicating. This is wrong, right? The Scrum Master being the conduit between the person and the team is the wrong way of doing it. It's not agile. It's a very slow process. This is performing, right? When the person is communicating with the team. So and you may say, oh, Greg, it's elementary. No, the basics help everything flow. If you're not doing these basic things, you're not going to get the other stuff. This is simple, right? And for them to communicate and use you puts a delay. It's not lean. Everybody all the time lean. If you come to me and tell me you know lean and you're the Scrum Master and you're moving the cards across the board for your people, you have failed the lean exam. Maybe I'm being a little hard on that, but it's true. I'm not making stuff up, but you can't argue with me. There's no way you could argue against me on that one. It's not more efficient for them to wait to update the board, for it to go into Daily Scrum, for you to update the board. They could update it during Daily Scrum if they want to, and it's quicker than them telling you which card. They know exactly which card to move across the board instantaneously. For them to verbally tell you what card it is, and then for you to go finding that card and moving it. The other thing is maybe they haven't looked at the board. Maybe they're not in the habit of looking at how everybody else is doing, nor finding out what things are. So this generates all that capability. So that's what I wanted to share today. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Please give us a thumbs up if you like your show, and ring the little bell. I have dogs looking at me like, what's with the bell? So you can get notification when we go, because sometimes I'm doing stuff and I'm expanding my growth journey also. So sometimes things get involved and in the way, but I do want to share these things with you on a daily basis. And don't forget podcasts. If you're on vacation, you're going to the beach, or you're planning on the beach, download a lot of podcasts, because it's just fun watching people do. I don't know. It's just neat that they actually listen to the show and take something away maybe. So with that, I want to say happy scrumming. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Stay healthy. And have some fun with the family. Make sure you're taking time off and enjoying your weekends with people. Right? All right. See ya. Bye. Bye.